Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shannon bringing you a message of hope today from the Inspirer, and welcome back. I'm so grateful that you're here. It's going to be an awesome few minutes that we spend together today here at 11:11 a.m. Central. Okay, so today what I'm going to teach you is how to become a master communicator, okay? Yesterday we talked about, this was huge, what to do when you're not getting results. And the last thing I said to you was start a new conversation. Hey Debbie, start a new conversation. Well, in order to do that, guess what? You're gonna have to learn how to become masterful at this thing called communication and speaking from your heart. So, you don't have to say it eloquently. I do not, as you know. I screw up a lot, but what is a screw up? Not saying the words properly or saying them without proper grammar, whatever. As long as you're able to communicate the message that is in your heart, that is what I'm talking about when it comes to becoming masterful, hi Michelle, masterful at communication. So the first step to become a master at communication is you must listen, my friends. You know, so often we think that communicating is all about speaking, and now I'm even speaking to myself because sometimes I don't always listen well, and I don't always, wait my turn to speak. I've had the problem my whole life of being an interrupter, but I'm learning and I'm growing. But I'm telling you, if you want to become masterful at communication and become a master at communicating, you must learn the art of listening. You know, as a coach, this is really, in essence, this is really in a nutshell what I do for my clients. I listen to them. I simply listen. And then with the listening that I'm doing, I hear so many incredible truths coming from their heart. A lot of times, most of the times, they're not even aware of what their heart is telling them. So I listen and then I ask questions. It's that simple. Oftentimes though, we're not listening to ourselves. If you want to become, hey there Josh, how are you? If you want to become masterful at communication, you don't have to say the words properly all the time, but you must be willing to listen to what you're saying and to your heart, as well as the person that you're speaking with. Today, I want you to become masterful at speaking and listening to yourself. Because if you are not, chances are you're going to continue to interrupt by not listening the people that you're speaking with. It is time to stop interrupting your life. It's time to stop interrupting your heart. It's time to stop interrupting yourself as well as others. And like I said, this has been an area that I've worked on my whole life, and I'm still not masterful at it. Listening, I've become a better listener, but because I love to speak, okay? I have an opinion about everything. I'm so busy sometimes thinking about what I'm going to say in a response to what someone is saying that I'm not even listening to the entire statement. I guarantee you, if you do not love your life and your life's work well, this one thing right here can begin to change it all for you. Begin to listen to what your heart is telling you. You know, the word says that out of the heart, here we go. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Are you listening to what your mouth is saying? Are you listening to what your heart is trying to tell you? If you want to become a master at communicating, you got to start listening, stop interrupting. Fair? Okay, number 2, as I've said, as a coach, I ask questions. Asking specific questions based on what I'm hearing. So, listen to your heart and then begin to ask questions. How will you know what your heart is saying? Your mouth speaks it out. Okay, so pay attention though to the words that you're using. Oftentimes people will say, you know what, I'm going to stop speaking that, I'm going to stop speaking that, and that's great if those are negative things that you're speaking, but the most important thing is that you ask your heart, like, where's this coming from? Because if you're a person who says constantly, I should, okay, why am I so, fill in the blank, and it's usually something negative, all of these things, pay attention because it's coming from your heart. So I want to teach you a little technique today that literally was life changing for me so many years ago. I did not originate this one. And in fact, even this person that I coached with, one of my mentors, Dr. Noah St. John, if you haven't checked him out, check him out. He teaches affirmations, not affirmations. You know, affirmations, even though I love them, you stand in front of the mirror and you say, I am, I am lovely, I am successful, I am healthy, I am wealthy, whatever your desires are. You say whatever. I am having a great day. But a lot of times with affirmations, even though because there's so much power in our words, they still work, there's nothing quite like the power of a great question asked of yourself. So if you tend to be saying, why does this always happen to me? You could turn that around and say, why am I always in the right place at the right time? Okay? Or if you're saying, why am I so overweight? Why is it so hard for me to lose weight? You could say, why am I so healthy? Why am I so fit? Turn everything into a powerful question that will get you the result that you're looking for. The power of affirmations, the reason why affirmations work, again, is because, there is so much power in the words that come out of our mouth. Life and death, power of our tongue, whatever's coming out is what you're going to be attracting in. But there's this very specific thing called belief. If we are not believing what we're saying, okay, we're going to only go as far as our beliefs will take us. Michelle has a great question. Oh, you're so precious. Thank you, Michelle. So you're only going to go as far as your beliefs will allow you to take. So if you're not, or allow you to believe, if you're not believing what you're saying, it won't have nearly the power that a question will have. Because there's something that happens when you ask a question. Everything in you, every bit of your DNA tries to go to be right and answer that question. Have you ever noticed that we want to be right? In all ways, always. We want to be right. So as soon as we start asking the question, instead of saying, I know I shouldn't be eating this, or why am I so overweight, you reach for whatever it is and you say, why am I so healthy? Why am I so fit? And all of a sudden you go, because I don't eat things like that. I don't do this. You know what I'm saying? So start to practice the art of asking questions that will get you the results that you desire. And then third, wow, this is huge. This is huge, okay? Take a look at who you're hanging out with. Take a look at who you're talking with, who you're talking to, okay? And what do I mean by this? If you've ever lived in the South, it ain't long, and you begin twanging with the rest of them. I remember when Annie and I moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Love Tulsa, love my family in Tulsa, okay? But let me tell you, when we moved to Tulsa, we kind of like did a pinky promise, and we were like, you guys are all so sweet. I wish I could read all these, but you know what? Then I'll be interrupting myself and I won't even know what to say, but thank you guys are so precious. I love you. I love that I get to speak with you guys every day. It's one of the highlights of my day. Thank you for being here, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So take a look at who you're hanging out with. Take a look who you're communicating with. So my daughter and I were like, pinky promise. We're not going to be saying ain't and y'all, okay? Because that's simply not grammatically correct. That's what we said. Well, it wasn't long, and we were ain'ting, maybe not the ain'ting so much, but the y'all, all y'all. I'll catch myself still saying it today, all y'all. There's something endearing about it, but what do I mean by that? Let me tell you, you are going to begin to have the same accent, the same type of words, the same type of language of the people that you hang out with. I'm telling you, that's where these accents come from. It doesn't take you long. It's not a tear. My eye was just having an opinion. So it doesn't take you long, and all of a sudden you're going to be speaking like those people you hang out with. I don't remember who said it, but it's brilliant. They said, show me your closest 5 friends, and I'll show you what your life is going to be like. Show me your closest 5 friends, and whatever the income is, or you'll start to have, you will be like these people. Okay, you will have an income like them, you'll have a life like they do, you will speak like they do, because that is how we were wired as people. We will become like the people we hang out with. So take a look at your life. Take a look at those people that are in your life, that you're speaking with, and that you're communicating to, and say, is that the life that I choose for myself? Do I choose to speak this way? Do I choose to hang with people like this? Or is there constant drama and everybody's talking about everybody else? Let me tell you, if you're hanging around people and all they do is talk about everybody else, it's time for some new friends. Because I think it was Eleanor Roosevelt said, you're either speaking about people, things, people, places, or ideas. I believe it is. People, places, or ideas. If you're not an idea talker, and you're not talking about the heart stuff, and all you're doing is talking about everybody else, it's time for some new friends. And it's time for you to become your best friend and start speaking the language of love. Because if you're not your best friend, you're going to hang around a lot of people that aren't going to be so friendly either. Man, I hope you got something from this today. I hope this helped you. Begin the art of communicating the language of love, my friends, and watch what happens to your life. You will love your life and your life's work well, I promise. Please give it a thumbs up, share it, and also, you know, if you have not watched day 1 through 21, and even though I know the quality in the beginning of the picture quality, because I hadn't figured out it's supposed to be on HD, blah, blah, all this, and sometimes, you know, I couldn't always get the words out, but I believe the message is clear. Go back, watch those. I will post something in the comments below so that you can access that. And please continue to be here at 11:11. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you what's really, oh my goodness, Miss Joy. I love you, Joy. I think about you all the time. And sweet Pam, cousin Pam. I want you to think about this. Tomorrow, 11:11 a.m. Central. It's Saturday, so we have a little more time, right? Because I know I'm trying to make these shorter, but okay, I'm working on that. But since we have a little more time on Saturdays, I have a very special guest here. You do not want to miss it. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell all those that you speak with during the day. Tell them to come on over here, 11:11 tomorrow, Central. Can't wait to see you. Please share it. I love you guys. This is Dr. Shannon, inspiring minds that want to know and hearts that want to grow so you can love you, your life, and your life's work well.